Introduce a Saturday Fight Night exclusive. Raleigh Romero versus Teofimo Lopez. They must go all in. Put up or shut up. August 22nd. Watch on DAZN and DAZN on Prime Video.
And still, featherweight unified champion of the world, Serrano beat Mansour in a majority decision. Serrano truly needed to get those last championship rounds so she could win the fight. It was a very close fight leading to the championship rounds. Serrano bite down on her mouthpiece and she won those rounds. She didn't get the 33 knockouts to break the record for the most knockout in women's boxing history. She's still tied with Christy Martin. She still got the record, but she didn't get the record this time around. Probably should get another fight in December or January. Mansour was very, very tough. She did win several of those early rounds, but then in the championship rounds, Serrano did win those rounds in a majority decision. One judge had it 114-114 a draw. The two other judges had it 116-112. It was a very good matchup. It was very competitive. I think Serrano should have thrown a little bit more punches. She was throwing the 1-2 too much. I think she should have made some adjustments. Mansour didn't make adjustments in the championship rounds. I think that Serrano did hurt her in the body. Was a couple of body shots in the championship rounds. If Mansour would have kept the same pace in the 11th and 12th round, probably she would have came up with a victory. But Serrano did capture those last two rounds that got her the victory, the majority decision victory. This wasn't a retirement fight or a farewell fight like a Katie Taylor is going to be fighting September 5th in a farewell fight. Serrano got one more fight to go, or a couple of more fights to go. I believe, to be honest, in my opinion, I think Serrano, MVP, get the Alicia Baumgardner fight. You know what I'm saying? Get that money on the table, put that money on the table, and get that fight. And get that fight. You know what I'm saying? Serrano, in the later rounds, she looked sharp, but early on, she did look flat. Should have thrown a little bit more punches. I think she made it a little bit harder on herself. She didn't look as sharp as she was. Maybe, you know, a lot of media work. You know what I'm saying? She did promote the fight. You know, and maybe that takes a lot of energy. But Serrano still got, you know, she still got an opportunity to break the record, and I think she will break the record. This time, you got to give a lot of credit to Mansour, not being a victim to the record. But, yeah, it was a great fight. It was a great competitive fight. I think, and again, I think that Serrano should have thrown a little bit more punches. She looked a little bit flat, just like she did look it versus Katie Taylor in the second fight. But yeah, in the last two rounds, it looked like vintage Serrano. I think if she would have started off like that, she would have stopped her. But it is what it is. You can't stop everybody. Serrano does got 32 knockouts, and it's gonna be a long time for anybody to catch up to a 32 knockouts, let alone the 33 knockouts. I know there's a lot of pressure on Serrano to break the record. This fight was all about breaking the record and stuff like that, and maybe you know, put too much pressure on herself. But it is what it is. She still got a monumental 50th win of her career, and there's an accomplishment in itself. And I don't think a lot of women nowadays, they don't fight enough to get to all the way to a 50th win. But at least she got her 50th win. She's still enhancing her legacy with that win. And let's see what she's gonna do next. Maybe she's gonna move up in weight. She did make weight very easily. She did weigh in at 125 pounds. Maybe she can move up. There is a fight again. One of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing will be Alicia Baumgardner. And I think that they should get that fight, in my opinion, and not struggle with no name female, in my opinion. It was a little bit underwhelming, but it is what it is. Remember, Serrano is 37, going to 38 years old. So she got a lot of mileage in her. But she still looked it all right. She did look it good in the later rounds, half of the fight. But you got to give a lot of credit to Mansour as well. She was not going to lay down. She was not giving in. Give a lot of credit to Mansour being the challenger and not giving in. She was not trying to be a victim and be in the history books. So give a lot of credit. Again, I believe that Amanda Serrano should actually move up, in my opinion, get that money down. I hope Nikisa, Jake Paul, Netflix or ESPN give that money to get that Alicia Baumgartner versus Amanda Serrano, because I'd rather see that fight than her struggling with names that is unknown, you know. So that's my opinion. Great fight, entertaining fight. Shout out to MVP, TikTok. Shout out to everybody on the call, the Modern Day Wars, Modern Day Gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I know there's going to be detractors and haters of Shenanigans Shields. There's going to be the one, she didn't get the knockout, she didn't get the knockout. At the end of the day, Shenanigans Shields got a stoppage, a gifted stoppage versus a K. Scott that's not even ranked. At least she was fighting a live dog. Amanda Serrano was fighting a live dog. And you know what? It is what it is. Majority decision. Father, what they say, mother time or father time. Maybe they're going to say it's catching up to Amanda Serrano. But in my opinion, I think she did very, very well in the championship rounds to capture her, to defend her world titles. Let me know what you think about the fight. It's not overwhelming. I'm not going to say that it was an incredible victory. It was a close fight. It was a challenging fight. One judge did give it a draw. And respectfully, got to give a lot of credit to Mansour. We got to keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. I would have thought Amanda Serrano would have done a little bit better, looked a little bit sharper, looked a little bit more powerful. But she did came out the gate a little bit flat and then finished out strong. Vintage Amanda Serrano. So let's see what we want to see next for Amanda Serrano. You already know September 5th is going to be a Katie Taylor farewell fight out there in Ireland, Croke Park. And it is what it is. She still got her 50th win. And shout out to Amanda Serrano for capturing her 50th win and enhancing her legacy and uplifting women's boxing. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you, God bless, and on to the next.